Welcome to the Dixie Doggers podcast. We're here to share knowledge and heritage. We hope y'all enjoy. Southern Cross. It's the best cut gear in the business. We run it on our dogs. Hit up Dave Williams at Southern Cross Cut Gear. Go to www.hogdoggear.com. If you're looking for Brahma and Brahma Cross cattle, Marc Rankin with the Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, he specializes in them. He is the man for the job. He's based out of Oglethorpe County, Georgia, and you can contact him at 407-832-2077.
If you're buying or selling land, farms, or hunting property, these folks know land. Phil Wilson with UC Hunting Properties, 678-791-3483.
All right, everybody, here we go one more time. We are doing a podcast here. That's what this thing is called. It's a bunch of guys talking about shit that we don't know nothing about. And we got two fellas with us. Y'all might have heard of them, might not have. They call them the Boars N Broads. They have become a regular staple in this community, and we love them. So,
I don't know about that.
So what's going on, fellas? Tell us about it.
Shoot, nothing much, man. Nothing much.
Got to do our monthly check-in or so.
That's right. That's
Sitting here
right.
scratching feed pigs is what I'm doing.
You got it. Are they bad over there too?
Golly, yeah, no, they get on your ankles real bad.
Yeah.
On your belt line and
Yes.
everywhere else you don't want them.
That's right. They've been bad here this year. I mean, really bad. All the every
I
kind
can't
of tick.
stand them, man.
The damn.
When's the last time we talked? April?
Say what?
Yeah.
I said, when's the last time we talked?
I
April?
think we skipped last month. Didn't we? Or this past month.
Or whatever. I had a son be born on the 7th.
Oh yeah, Rowdy.
Future. Yeah. Yeah, Rowdy Rankin. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He's been keeping mom up at night.
I heard that.
You know?
You've been taking them baby
I mean,
girls out hunting a lot now too, ain't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been trying to get them out of the house, give her mama some quiet time. Yeah, it's hard to having a newborn and two little youngins running around all over the place, being loud and obnoxious while the baby's sleeping. So
Yeah.
It's been a good time. I took her hunting with me and Carter went hunting the other day, and I took her hunting with Kevin Brooks, took Remy hunting, and then the other day me and Carter and my dad and took Remy and Riggs hunting.
Sweet.
It's enjoyment, man. I really have started enjoying it. It's not just like I always said, you get older. I mean, you want to catch hogs and you get mad when you don't. I mean, you don't get mad when you don't catch, so you get kind of disappointed. But it's more about the dog work and seeing the girls have fun. As long as you make it fun for them, I got enough snacks and let them drive the buggies or ride on top of the dog box or what have you. You make it fun for them. It's really a blessing to have them out there with me and seeing them smile.
It is, buddy. I can't wait till my grandbabies get bigger. You know, we can start letting them tag along with us. They're still a little small, which we had a new grandbaby a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Congratulations.
I had a little granddaughter, and maybe she'll be out chasing pigs with me before too awful long. I had 3 grandbabiys in less than a year, so I'm gonna be a busy grandpa. Yes,
that's right.
I know I'm gonna have some good labor here in about 10 years.
There you go.
Free labor.
Y'all boys busy over there in Alabama, don't you?
What?
Yeah, I mean,
So y'all boys stay busy over there in Alabama.
Well, yeah. I mean, mine are running behind. By the time I was that age, I think I had 6 or 7 already. Stud dog mafia.
Not me.
Stud dog mafia. Right
he said,
here.
not me.
Well, see, the problem is Nate has enough. He can tie a knot in his. I just kept poking mine in and it popped back out. Oh, fuck. I should have saw it so bad. That is bad. Because every one of y'all know you done it.
Oh, slobber knocker Nate over there.
Do not put that on me.
Kneecap Nate.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, handball.
Knee knocking Nate.
I got a picture.
Disappointment.
We took that little boy Colt we were talking about a couple months ago that had the autism. His dad sent me a picture of their goat. He sent me some videos of Colton catching these little shoats. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, he sent me a picture of this damn goat getting into the cooler, and it's a little miniature goat, and it's bent over, and it's got a little belly sticking out both sides, little short legs, and his nuts are hanging down about halfway. And I was like, "There's Rodney."
Yeah, Rodney Bell.
Yeah, so I sent the picture to Rodney. He's like, his legs are a little short, ain't they? I was like, yeah, I said they are. Oh man,
that's right.
So how did everything go at the Ocmulgee Bay, man? We didn't get to make it.
Yeah, man. It looked like it was raining, supposed to rain all week, and it kind of deterred. I don't know the official count. I have to get with Dalton Luther and see what the official head count was for the weekend. But man, they did some improvements to that park. They put concrete throughout the whole park. They updated the what's it called? Amenities? Is that what they're called? Is that right?
I believe so.
What?
Amenities.
Yeah. Amenities. Yeah, like amenities like the bathrooms and stuff. They updated a bunch of stuff. They put two new lights in the bay pen areas. I mean, they got it going on up there, man. And I was fortunate enough to drive down there. My wife had just had the baby on the 7th, and then I think the bay was on the 10th, I think, like that. So I was able to slip away, me and my dad go down there and hang out for a couple hours. But just to go down there, and it cleared up for the rest of the day, man. It was actually really beautiful. I stayed there for about 3 or 4 hours, and I got to watch Champ run. Carter can go more into the depth of the baying part, but it was good to catch up with people while I was there. Like we saw Miss Teresa, and she was there with her booth, and then we saw the Joneses with Unique Outdoor Hunting Supply. They had all their stuff out there. I didn't get a chance to make it over to Spot. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to make it over to him and say, I was just running around the pen and seeing everybody. I didn't get a chance to make it over there and see him. But it was muddy, but it was it cleared up, and it was a great time. I mean, for what I've seen for that day, and hell, 12 places, some events, and you had even Drew and that dog he got, that Fargo puppy, placed in the 3rd, I think, and the 2 dogs. So I'll let Carter get all in depth on that. But it was a good time for the while I was there. I had a great time. Oh, and I also picked up a puppy down there. I got a half Kimmer, half Plot Hound I got from Michael Adams, Caleb Adams' dad, from down in they had a lot with like Henry Williams and them. So I got a post at my dad's house right now, but I got a little puppy out of them. Out of their good dogs. So we'll see what that turns out to be.
Hell yeah, that's good stuff there.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Carter, lay it on us. Tell us about how this how Champ did.
I mean, he did good. He he used to bay real well in the pen.
Oh yeah.
Back when he was young, and then he got too smart for it. But no, he did good. He looked good. But I mean, he bayed the hog about 3 foot from me, because at that pen you're inside the pen, and the boy that was running it, he's down there, the top pen help. He's like, "You want a shield?" I said, "Brother, if that hog runs over here, he's getting ear hold." I was like, that'd be the last thing. That'd be the last thing that hog would do. But no, he did real well. Looked really good. Moved really good. And I mean, I think people were shocked at how well he did, because I mean, he went in there initially, and the hog ran at him, and he just went up there and thought he was going to ear hole it. Got rolled, and on the video you can hear everybody like, "Oh, ooh," or something like that. And then no, he got up and tightened up after that, and he looked good. I was happy for him. He got a good applause when he was done. So
he ended up tying for like 4th or 5th in the 1 dog.
Yeah, no, he tied for 4th. 12 got 3rd, and he looked pretty good. It's different. Them trees, man. I think 12 had 2 mistakes, and both of them were pretty induced.
Yep.
They got to check up. They got to check up. Like when you got trees, it's different. They got to check up.
Yeah, they had a good group of hogs there, man. Dalton did well getting some good hogs on there. Them hogs made the dogs respect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them dogs walked out of there with some wounds that shouldn't be baying that tight, and it was a good time, man. Who else? Let's go Joe out. I think Eric Milley made the trip out that way.
Dude, I didn't even know Milley was going. he either had texted me or had called me or something, and I didn't even see it until the day the bay was happening. And I'd seen on Facebook or something where they showed the run order and it had send it. I said, damn, maybe they went. I was like, shit. Then I was like, man, damn, I wish I'd actually went on and went, but like it's by the time we get out there and get signed up and run, you know, we got to stay for 2 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. It was iffy, man. Like I said, going down there with that, I was like, there's no way they're going to have this bay today. Like, there's no way. And if I lived y'all's distance or Mealy's or whatever, I probably wouldn't have gone either. But it cleared up, man. I was impressed. I was impressed.
No, it was actually a pretty nice day.
I was going to say it turned out good, didn't it?
Yeah. No, it was a real nice day. It wasn't hot, you know, not too bad hot. And then it started raining at the end of 2 dogs, but that was about it. I mean, it wasn't raining bad all day.
Okay. It was like the weather, it split. Like it was coming towards it. It rained a little bit, and then it just split apart, and then came back together around it. That was God working right there. He wanted that bay to happen. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
There's a lot of time and effort that goes into them bays.
Oh, without a doubt.
Done them hell job. Like, man, like they had some good hogs. Like, showing up, it's gonna get bigger and better if Dalton keeps doing it. And I'm excited to go next year for sure. It looked like I didn't get to see it, but it looks like the pig chases went really well. They had a bunch of kids in there again.
Yeah, Cole Reagan, he messaged me. I think he had his boys down there running in it.
Yeah, I talked to Dalton. I'm trying to get I talked to Carter, maybe Boars N Broads sponsor some buckles or something like that for the winners of it next year. And they're giving out little trophies, and then let me get the kids some buckles or something. I don't know, just to help out. Anyway, any way you can. Who got first and second on the one dog? I know you got third with 12, Carter. Halo and
no, Halo. Oh yeah, Halo got second, and Sanchez won it. But Halo got hurt in that last round.
Yeah.
But yes, that Sanchez dog looked really, really good, and then he looked really good in Downsville too. When I got to see him, so Eric's definitely got something there. I mean, that dog looks really good.
And then the 2 dog that Bobby Creamer guy got first and second, I think.
Yeah,
some Catahoulas he had in the 2.
I seen that, and ain't did nobody say shit about that.
Yeah.
Do y'all not find that kind of funny?
Yeah. What, you talking about the first and second place?
Yeah. Well, and look, we just call it what it. We say what it is. I've seen Bobby for years and years on Facebook, and you know he's always selling dogs. And I've seen people just talk just a top amount of shit about his dogs. I was like, well, it looks like he done pretty good. He got first and second in the 2 dog.
Well, if he's peddling hunt dogs, he needs to peddle some damn pen dogs.
That's what I'm not going to say the man's peddling dogs. I'm just saying he sells a good bit of dogs.
Yeah. But I'm saying
because I don't know.
He needs to sell them.
Yes, I think so.
Some pen people.
I ain't never spoken to him, so I couldn't tell you.
No, I'm just
what I thought about.
Yeah, and the only reason I even say that is, like I said, I've just over the years, I've
seen it.
He's always got a dog or 2 for sale, and he'll tell you, he's like, these some bitches are not on sale. It's going to cost you some money. It's going to be several $1,000s, and he'll tell you, hey, come on down here, and we'll go run them, and you can look at the dog or whatever. But there's always 1 or 2, you know, that's always talking shit. You know, they're like, man, you're trying to pony dog. He's like, well, hell, come bring your money. Let's, turn loose. So I thought it was kind of funny. I was like, well, apparently he's doing something. At least they got some big dogs.
I don't know about the woods dogs part of it and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to get into all that, but I do know. I wasn't there, but if you win first and second, in a 2 dog in a pretty big, it's probably the biggest event in Georgia.
You doing good?
You got some bay dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Ryne, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a quick question. Why don't you want to get into that? You just said, I don't know about the woods dog, but I don't want to get into that. Why not?
Oh, I just
don't be stuttered now. Goddamn, I got you now,
Nah.
son.
Inquiring
minds won't know.
Hey, I ask to call a spade a spade. If you want to do it, I mean, I've heard things. I've seen people get dogs from them that ain't worked out. But that's anything, man. A dog here might work here, and a dog there might work there. It might work for you. It might not. I'm just saying.
I got you.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying.
Well, and that's why I even said anything, because I even told Nate, I said, well, look at that. I said, check that out. I said, that's pretty good. But like you said, now dogs, if they work good,
dogs do different stuff for people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I promise.
I got a dog that didn't do shit for me over here, and I gave it to Lucas Scott. He's doing good. I got a dog from Florida, Hank. That was my dad's dog, and I hated Hank. I'm about to say I didn't like Hank as much. And hell, I gave him my buddy down in Florida and different terrain, and my buddy sent me a video the other day, and he caught 8 hogs for him that night, good hogs. So it's tit for tat. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So.
Oh yeah, we carried some down there to Texas, and man, that first day you might as well have them on the moon. Like they just were like they didn't know what the hell.
Like,
they was looking like what's going on. There's hogs everywhere. There's a lot of tracks and a lot of scent, but they just looked like they were lost. Then after the second day, they settled in, and we started running hogs, baying hogs, catching hogs. It just, and then there was still there was 1 or 2 of them. I know y'all heard me talk about that jughead dog.
Yeah.
We walked him to a bay, and that son of a bitch turned. He walked with Case and just stayed right beside him.
Case's dogs.
And Case's dogs wouldn't go in there either. Everybody was like, "What in the fuck is going on?" It was the wildest shit you ever seen in your life. And then the next day, turn them loose, and it looked like the best dogs you ever had. I said, "Boy, I'd like to just go ahead and cull all these."
That happens, man. That happens.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I will say, old white boy Rick, put him on the ground. He struck a hog every time he put him on the ground.
That's good. He sounds like he's turned into a dog. I mean, he might be a dog now, but the more y'all talk about him here on the podcast, he sounds like he's getting after it for sure.
He's hunting good. He's not a dog. He's not a dog. But he's hunting good.
Yeah.
I'm going to breed him. I'm going to breed him to some stuff. And I'm going to pedal pup. Me and Rusty's talking about going into puppy milling.
They are killing me. I told Rusty.
Man, shut your mouth. He's already got 3 or 4 litters. We got to jump on this.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, as long as the puppies are based out of his kennels,
that's
I don't
fine.
care.
We'll just breed everything, and Rusty can raise them. $200.
Right.
$200.
Rusty got it going on, man.
Or
he got the new pen set up.
Exactly. He's got $1 million worth of dog pens.
Yeah, he got it going on.
That new setup he's got out there now is sweet. Man. He did a good job with that.
That's about $25,000 right there, boy. That is nice. And that's probably $25,000 doing it yourself.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Trey got to live in that.
Go ahead.
I said that my house ain't even worth $25,000. That dog's living right over there.
That's right. Rusty's a damn worker now. I can't. Man, I try to call him all the time. Won't ever answer the phone. So, I mean, if y'all talk to him before I do, tell him to call me.
Yeah, he's practicing for the circus. Everything wrangling. He's doing auditions.
That's so bad. All right, so let's move on to the next deal. What'd y'all do next? Y'all went to Downsville?
Carter went to Downsville. I couldn't make that trip.
Okay.
I had a new boy. I had to play daddy.
Well, there's a lot of folks that do that.
Yeah, I had to play daddy in Downsville.
Yeah, Carter had to play daddy this time. I didn't get to go.
Daddy Carter.
Carter had to play daddy.
Well, Daddy Carter, tell us all about this shit.
Man, we had a good time. 12 took third in Old and Young.
12 doing good.
On Thursday, I drove all night Wednesday to get out there by Thursday morning because Drew wanted to run Fargo in Old and Young. And I told him that, Drew, it's different than in Abbeville. If you ain't got a dog that can't make a 5-minute perfect at least, you are wasting your money.
Because Drew was feeling high because he had 1/4 in the puppy at Marc's and then one at Abbeville. You can't tell him shit.
Oh, I know.
We'll be back after a quick break.
A quick thanks to supporters of the Dixie Doggers podcast: Southern Cross Cut Gear, UC Hunting Properties, Rankin Ranch 38 Cattle Company, Animal Housing Solutions, Boars N Broads, Ada Y Transport, Crockett Taxidermy and Processing.
Yeah, no, and I think Ryne was part of getting him all hyped up and wanting him to go spend his money, telling him he should run in the old and young. But no,
see what you're feeding, cuz. See what you're feeding.
Yeah, see what's happening.
Yeah, I know what he's feeding. That's the problem. I was the only one trying to do the responsible thing, which is crazy to say.
Feeding some of Grinner's bullshit.
But no, it was a good show, man. I'll tell you this much: the hogs out there this time were bad, boy.
Damn, I wish I had brought him. Dude, and I apologize to you, Carter, because I said something to you about grabbing chaos. And when you messaged me, I was like, well, yeah. Then I was like, is it this Wednesday? You was like, yeah. I was like, son of a bitch, I'm already in Texas. I thought it was the next week. I've done that 2 times. I apologize about that.
No, ain't no problem.
Thank you for it.
Absolutely. But I mean, I think there were 144 runs in 2-dog, and I think there were 18 in the bay-off.
Mm-hmm.
That will tell you what them hogs were about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, and they were not easy hogs to bay, and you know, to getting that bay off just even past the 2-minute, you had to do what you were supposed to do. But no, I thought it was a good show. I mean, as always, like, get to see all the folks out there and drink way too much beer and have a good time and talk about dogs. I mean, we ate good the whole time. I mean, we were just going to the grocery store, getting slick, and TJ to cook us whatever meat we brought them. So no, we had a good time. Seen one of the coolest things that I've ever seen at a bay pen. There was a hog that got loose in the 1-dog and out of the pen. I think the last time before that, Ryne let the hog go, but this time I think GW let the hog go. And I'm just kind of standing there, innocent bystander. Like, I don't really feel like going to chase this hog. I chased the one Ryne let go because I felt bad. But
I felt bad.
TJ Thompson come up there. He said, "I just done turned Huey to him." And he cut that big old block-headed Huey dog out. That, I mean, everybody that's been around when Huey's bayed knows he don't bay.
He's not really much of a bay dog. Yeah.
Well, that joker caught him. That joker caught him in that clear cut behind the pen up there. I mean, the hog had about 100-yard head start on him, and that Huey ran him down and caught him in that thicket behind the pen over there.
You can't beat
that. And they got him tied and apprehended and brought back to the chute. So that was pretty cool to see right there.
Yeah, because there's a lot of dogs that would get turned loose and go straight to that pen.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's so many variables there that's pretty good. It's pretty stout on old Louie.
Yeah.
I might have to talk to TJ and Remy. Or Huey. I keep saying shit.
No, it was pretty daggum impressive. I'll be honest. I was like, that's, everybody, I should have cut him. No, TJ just cut his loose without no tracking collar on him, and the dog don't bark in the first place. And he got apprehended. They had that joker tied up in the back of the buggy. Old Tate was sitting on the back of it, and all them pen help boys. I tell you, them boys were working really hard, but old Sean Kirby's son, old Hayden, man, that joker has turned into a daggum hand in the pen.
Really?
Like, he did a really good job out there, yeah. And so shout out to him and Tate and old Jake, little Jake. I mean, those guys are. But I tell you who wasn't a ham was Drew Brooks. That joker didn't do nothing.
Damn, Drew.
Nothing.
That's how we go looking for all the. He was looking for a Mountain Dew in the bottom of the coolers all weekend, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God, Drew, you gonna have to tighten up, son.
He still owes me $250 too. I mean, that gum.
For what? He owes you $250.
Yeah, for the hotels.
We gotta tighten him up.
Oh yeah. Well, I know. We did tell Drew. I said, you little ass. You ain't going to school. You homeschooling and you working every day.
That's
and all
right.
Stuff. I said, you ass got money. I know you got money. You gonna start paying for stuff. You
No,
can pay
this-
the
I didn't even make them pay for the gas.
Hey, this
But-
shit ain't free.
You're there. Yeah.
I'm glad y'all are doing that because I'm going to tell you from experience, from years and years of experience, and I'm not talking shit and I ain't trying to toot my horn. I don't ever ask nobody to pay nothing, but generally there's only 2 or 3 of us that are Nate's my son, and there's plenty of times Nate just takes care of business. I don't have to ask.
Yeah.
But there's some that will.
Somebody just offers it.
Some of them will never pay for nothing.
They'll just take advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Not like
I don't
Ryne.
ever pay for anything, but I always try to put in a little sweat equity.
Oh, you put in plenty of that. What's what I'm saying? If it's just us, I'm gonna get $10,000 worth of labor out of it.
Oh yeah, I'm finna get that sausage biscuit and chocolate milk every morning.
Yes.
You best guarantee it.
And then of course I got Rodney. I mean, Rodney keeps me TikTok famous all the time. So I mean, hell, I buy him a biscuit too.
That's right.
Oh, right.
But other than that though, but I have had some that went with us and like they literally thought because they rode with us that I owed them.
Free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gotten out the last 3 gas stations and slowly walked to the gas pump, hoping they'd like, hey, I'll pay for your gas, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
There's folks like that, but
or like Carter said, you get a motel and you get motels for a week at a time. Like some of these like on these longer trips, I'll get the motel for from Sunday to Sunday.
Oh yeah, you're spending $600-700.
Oh, and I'll get three or 4 rooms, and so it's like holy shit, yeah, $3,000.
Me and Carter, we were like picking Drew's. Like, I try to find when we get a hotel, I try to find a 2-bed for me and Carter, and then maybe a pull-out couch or something like that. Or, I'm like, Drew, if your stank ass ain't sleeping next to me. You get a blow-up mattress and put it on the ground. But you ain't sleeping next to me.
Hell yeah.
You 15, 16 years old. You got hair on your nut. No, you ain't sleeping with me, cuz.
He's gonna roll over and rub on you.
Yeah, that old stank breath is breathing right in my nose.
Oh.
No, we ain't doing that. I love old Drew Brooks, though. He works hard. We give him a tough time, but
we just had to beat him into submission, because he didn't start acting right. But he's doing pretty good now. He's doing pretty good.
Who was we talking to the other day about Drew? And we were telling him the same thing. It was like he's homeschooled. He's not around many people his age. When we first met him, I was like, I said, but hell, the boy will go. Like he'll jump, hit the briars. Ain't no problem.
Yeah.
I said, ain't no problem at all. He's just a little socially awkward at first.
Yeah, he's tightened up now. He's good. He's good.
Oh yeah, he's got him a good old Fargo dog now. Shit, you can't stop him.
So we'll get that $250 out of him, Carter. We'll get it out.
No, I know I'm gonna get it out of him. I know I am. One way or the other.
Dirty Uncle Carter.
Okay,
I'll probably go ahead and get $500 because I know he's gonna owe me some more money the next time I pay it.
and get that interest. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be like my uncle. I used to call him. I'd be like, "Hey, can I borrow 100?" He was like, "No, but I'll give you 100." I was like, "That doesn't make any sense." He's like, "Cause you ain't gonna pay me back." He's like, "I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to you." And after he said that the first time, I made sure I tried to pay him. I paid him back every time after that. I was like, "Shit, I gotta pay you back." I was like, he used that reverse psychology. One time, me and my cousin, we kept laying out of work, and so you know what he did? He gave us a raise. It fucked us all up. We didn't know what to do. Well, so we stayed at work. We stayed at work all week long. He was like, "Damn, y'all made the whole week." Because we was going to take a half a day sometime or the other, I promise.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to run down here to the store for lunch. Oh, that beer's cold. Let's just leave. And then they don't see you for 2 more days. Whatever. But anyway, I'm just saying, Drew's he's doing good. Y'all keep it up. Y'all are doing a good job with him.
You just got to keep on whooping on him.
That's right. Whoop the shit out of him.
Yeah.
That's what it takes.
Didn't 12 place good in old and young first?
Yeah, he got third in the old and young with Goose's daughter, Callie. She looks real good, man. That's a big dog there.
Goose's daughter?
Yeah, Goose's daughter.
Okay.
Named Callie.
Never mind. Okay. I believe
and
you.
then,
I do not believe Randy. That's probably Goose's grandma.
I mean,
That's probably really Goose's grandma. I'm telling you, Carter. I have been informed from the man himself. He said, "It's your damn story. You write it."
Yeah,
that's like, damn.
If she was Goose's grandma, then she reversed age about 12 years to be able to be in that old young.
Well, she's got some of my genetics. She's looking good. She's looking good in the zombies, boy. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't even planning on running the old young, and then I watched how she bayed. You know, Randy asked me if I was running in the old young, and I watched her bay, and she was just one of them dogs you could tell would fit real good with 12. She got real low, she was tight on the hog, and I was like, oh, that's a wrap, brother. We gonna go ahead and bay us a 10. Well, the best part is old Spud and Randy. I think Spud and Randy were top two, and we had Morrow and Trey over there, and we had all three bayed 10s in the 5 minute, and we were over there, and Morrow said, "Boy, you don't have a hair on your nuts if you don't tell them to bay it off." I was like, dude, that ain't even a question. We're baying this thing off. I was like, hey, splitting the first, second, and third 3 ways. I was like, I probably would have ended up with more money than I did getting third, but I was like, nah, we gonna bay this thing off, brother.
Yeah.
And they were sitting up there and said, "What'd you want to do?" And I said, "We baying this thing off." And they said, "Well, we were already getting ready because we knew you were gonna say that."
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I tell.
Well, we ain't come here to get split shit.
Last year, that's what we did. I was like, because there was only 2 10s, and it was us and Cody Odom and Tadpole. And Tadpole was like, he said, "Well, it's Halo and Dina who we're running against." He's like, "You want to split it?" And I was like, "Well, the worst that happens is I get second, right?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Fuck no, let's pay it off." I was like, it would have only been
already locked into the money, baby. We're going for it.
And that's what and Cody looked at me. He said, "For real?" I was like, "Look, if we win, we beat the 2 best dogs on this east side over here at the time, or 2 of the best, and they're really good, really good dogs." I was like, and if we lose, we lost the two best, so no big deal, you know. And man,
ain't no problem.
Nah, it is what it is. Like I'm like that. It's like. Now, if it was one of those deals where me and you and Nate and Ryne, all 4 of us had dogs in a 1 dog, and we all rode together, it's like, y'all want to just split this shit up and get some of our money back or what? You know, that might be a little different. I'm probably still going to pay it off.
I'm not going to do it. I'm paying. I ain't doing that shit.
We pay it off and then have a
fight.
Well, we pay it off and be like, well, here's 100 back for you. Here's another 100 for you.
Yeah, here's your entry fee back.
Because y'all know Junior's gonna whoop that ass anyway.
That's right.
That's all, dude. That son of a bitch has thrown the best puppies. He ain't worth a shit for nothing else. But those little brindle pups, man, them dudes are bad ass. We carried that one. Well, we didn't take her. We just looked in the dog box and she loaded up. And she went to Texas with us.
I had her in a kennel with another dog, and I was like, well, I'm going to take this dog. I was like, look, little sweet pea, back up. And so I go to pick the dog up, and she fucking jumps over me through the door and gets out the kennel. And I was like, well, I guess she's going to run around the yard for a little bit. And I go to put the dog in the dog box, and she just jumped in the box. I was like, well, I guess you're going.
Mm-hmm. She did not even.
That damn
16 hours did not even use the bathroom in the box.
They look good, man. Those 2 puppies look good in Hartwell.
Shit, you ought to see them. This ain't, and I'm
little
dead ass.
Little turds.
Yeah, them some bitches. They are on fire.
I'll be 9 months old this month.
Yep. I mean, Kane, that male, he'll bay for 3 or 4 hours. Now it ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna say he's gonna pay a 10, but that son of a bitch ain't gonna let a pig move. But that little Jip, we was out there. We turned her out with the older dogs. It was 106 degrees, and that son of a bitch went down there and was caught on the end of a nose on one pig, and she was baying. I think Nathan got her off of it, and she went back to baying, or was she baying and then called?
So
I don't know.
So she was the last one because we had picked up some of the older dogs because they was just catching the pig and because we can work them because we was in Texas. So I was like, well, give some of these younger puppies some reps. Just let them sit here and bathe this pig because the pig was just standing there. It was like a 100-pound sow. And so the guy we were hunting with, Ricky, he was calling his dogs and it was just Sweet Pea and Ricky's dog, and his dog come off and I still heard Sweet Pea down there baying 30 yards in the brush. And so I go and look and I see the pig walking and I see Sweet Pea. She's jerking on her ass. And the pig stops. The pig stops, turns around, and she barks at it a couple of times. And the pig starts walking. And I look and I said, Sweet Pea. And she turned to look at me. I was like, come on, let him out. Let's go to the truck. That bitch came straight to me. I was like, I can't believe that worked.
Yeah.
I picked that dog up. I was like, well, let's go back to the truck, I guess.
What Kay said, he just called that damn little puppy out. I was like, yeah, that's how we do it. And I'm thinking, holy shit, look at that. And that's not how we do it.
I was petting the shit out of that puppy.
No,
I was like,
exactly right. That bitch is never coming out again.
I was like, what a good little dog.
Now, they really done good. I wanted to breed Chaos. That was the main, I'm like, man, I want to breed Chaos. I got to think about it. I said, well, I'm going to try Junior with this and see how it works. And it's worked so far. So I'm really got to find something good to put Chaos over.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find it. You won't find it from us, so we ain't got no damn good dogs working there.
I'm going to put him over a running walker probably.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's where it's at, boys. That's where it's at. Open mouth hounds.
Yeah, I listen.
Push your track.
I listened to that podcast. With Uncle Pat and that other guy. What's that guy's name?
Jason Ralston.
Yes, Ralston. Yeah. I listened after that. I'm sure you can find one between one of those two.
He sent me about 300 pictures this week. In the past week.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, being serious. He Pat texted me. He said, I think Jason's a little nervous. He said, usually he's talking a little more than that. And of course, between me and Pat, we don't let nobody talk. Believe it or not.
That's true. That's true.
But man.
Hey,
hey, what?
Well,
hey,
you still talking, guys? No, I was gonna say, you know who
what
came out from the pitch? You know who came out from the pitchers over there, or not? Came out.
What the fuck are you saying, Ryan? Say it.
I'm saying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
But you just keep saying, well, tell me. You got my damn heart rate up.
Yeah. I got Porky the Pig going. Anyways, you know who went out west? Who went out west and won it all? And I guess was it the one dog or two dog called Randy Dominic? You saw that?
Yeah. No way. Yeah. I thought I seen a picture of him.
Yeah, what do you think, Marc? He was one or two dogs?
I think he won one dog and then placed in two dogs. Or
they had some rough hogs. Them dogs need rough hogs.
Yeah, no,
I thought he would do good.
Yeah, he had two or three that looked daggum phenomenal.
Yeah.
Those are mine.
He put on for the Georgia folks. Yeah, went out there and he did good. That was good to see.
I wonder.
Corey Lovett did really well with that Mississippi dog.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Did Corey bring that dog?
Yeah, no, I think that dog tied for first or split first in the two dog novice. So it's pro'd out now. But
it's a nice dog.
That dog looked really well. It looked really good.
Spud went in old and young. He did old and young.
Yeah, he won old and young.
Spud.
That's like a BB Super dog.
Yeah, Miss Bridget and them won in the puppy.
Yeah, I think they won one puppy. I think they won one puppy or two puppy. I don't remember. I can't
Hey.
remember.
Did y'all see damn old Jake? He posted they're talking about doing a replay system in hallgame.com.
I hope they do. Lord, please.
I don't know how in the hell they would do. I don't know how they would do it because everybody after every run, everybody's gonna be like, "Let's watch it." You know what I'm saying? Like how
But you got to pay. You got to pay to play though.
So you get what I'm saying? Like what I want to know. I want to hear from Jake's mind what he's thinking of doing because like you got to think like after every run, somebody's gonna as bad at their score, they're gonna be like, "I want to replay." You know what I'm saying?
What we had all talked.
Can you?
We talked about it before. Was like it's $100 to replay it. If you want to replay it, it's $100.
But is it replaying your own? Is it replaying your own, or is it like on football?
I don't know.
I throw a flag on somebody else.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know all that, but like I'm just saying the general what we had all talked about. I'm not saying like, oh, we all sit down and made these rules and that. We were just discussing like, well, how could you do it or whatever. And the general consensus, like, there's probably 10 or 15 guys that we were all discussing about at one time or the other, and that's what everybody came up with. They were like, the easiest way to sort out the bullshit would be like, okay, you pay $100. If you really think your dog got a bad call, then it's worth $100 of everybody. You know,
but can you think? But can you throw 100 on somebody else's call?
I don't know.
Why
would you?
Like
do that?
You know?
No, because like football, say it's like football. Like say they gave you a first down, but it's really not a first down. So I'm gonna review it as a defensive coach. We're gonna review that and see if it's really a first. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they would do that or
not. But you get what I'm saying? But if you can do it one way, why can't you? I know. But I'm just saying.
Because you're trying to get on this damn. You're trying to get some online betting going on, Ryan. Is what's happening. You're looking.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what you're doing. That's what Ryan's trying to get this shit set up and have these. Like I'll be out here in this shed and have all these phones lined up and they're all ringing and shit. And I'm trying to take odds. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't messing with
no boy. I'm gonna get my boy Biggie from Cook the Books.
Cook the Books.
Some parlays.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Cook the Books.
Cook the Books.
I love watching that.
I ain't betting on nothing at the Hog Day except. Hey Joey, guess what I did though? I did buy 12 Calcutta.
You did?
The old young. Yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah, I bought it.
I'm glad.
Me and old Zane Burton split it. Which you know, Zane was like, man, I want to buy a dog in a Calcutta, and I was like, all right, I'll tell you which one to buy. And then that was the only one I really wanted. Because, you know, a lot of them young dogs, like, you don't know nothing about them. Like, you know the big names, the old dogs, but you don't know nothing about it. And I ended up buying it. And, you know, it's funny. It's like, oh, yeah, we'll split the Calcutta. And, like, he never handed me $55. But I handed him 550. You know, it's like, oh yeah, well, I see how that.
He bet with the house money.
Yeah. I've had a few do that. I tell you what, me and Nathan Brooks at Uncle Earl's, he said, look, man, I don't know much about this. He said, I want to buy some. And he said, and you tell me what to get. He said, or hell, you just get them and we'll split them. Or however. I was like, okay. And I will say one thing. That son of a gun had his pistol ready. His bullets was coming out the gun. He was just slaying. He's like, here, get it.
Yeah, he said, we bought
a lot. I think we bought 16 or 17.
That's almighty.
No, that was in the two dog. That was like the second round of bay offs. And that was Jared Finley's ass. Jared said, hey, you want to get a couple dogs? I was like, yeah. And Nathan, he was like, yeah, put me in. And then Jared was like, where y'all at? I was like, well, Nathan's asleep. I said, I'm up here. He's like, well, I said, well, just get us a cup, something good, you know? Now, I think it was 16 or 17. The next day I said, God dang, son.
Well, Tyler Gresham bought like 40 after getting on them twisted tees, didn't he? He bought like 40 Calcuttas.
I don't doubt it. They was knocking them out. I'm glad I didn't go back down there. In the one dog,
I need to hold some money from y'all. Y'all got some deep pockets.
Shit, I ain't even had no money. That was the whole thing. All mine, I wrote mine out on a piece of notebook paper and wrote, I owe your ass $400. Look, the one dog.
I ain't got enough money to get some damn chicken nuggets from the damn whatever the
Come on.
I don't have enough money for that.
Quit playing.
What are those things called? Those things are good. Those things are good.
Get off of Cook the Books. Get off of Cook the Books.
Not Dazzler. That's a girl.
And in the first.
Hey, Carter.
I was going to say, in the one dog, we did pretty good, though. We had I think we bought 6 and we had 4 go to the bay off. And then we made it down to the final 6 dogs there, and we had 3 of them in that bay off. One of them was Buddy Rowe, and he called out, and I can't remember the other dog. Anyway, all of them, there was a 9-7, and then I think the other 2 called out. So it was like, we did all right. You know, it was so close. That's what keeps you going back buying them. Like, hell, I want to buy again.
Yeah, there ain't no doubt. There ain't no doubt. Yeah.
I could probably just
Hey,
do
Carl,
that.
Then Zane's dog did pretty good banging, didn't it? That hound dog?
Yeah,
Waylon?
that big old Waylon dog. No, that dog's legit, man. I think it's a really solid 2 dog. It bayed 2 9-9s in one dog, and probably against a little softer hog, probably bays a 10. But I mean, he's I don't know how old the dog is. I think he's probably like 3 or something. But that dog, like, that dog's gonna hit a hole. You know, it's good enough to hit a hole out there. You know.
Yeah, I think it's a good dog. Like, as far as like the hunting side of it, he's more of a tree dog. Because like he's came and hunted with us, and that leopard hound of his does really good. I like that dog, Toby. That's something that runs good. But Waylon, like you said, just as far as baying ability, some bitch bays really good.
Yeah, no, he looked really good. But I mean, I think that dog can hit a hole out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen enough of it to know. I think that dog's capable of doing it. Just got to get paired up right, you know.
That's the only advice I could really give Zane. I was like, look, if you're going to go handle your dog. I said, and just pay real close attention on how you pair him. You know, I said, there's enough people here that's going to want to pair with you because he bays really good, but that doesn't mean that you should spend your money there.
Right.
You know, and it's nothing against nobody's dogs by no means, because all of them are good dogs at some point in time.
But you got to find the right fit.
Yes, and that's what it takes. Some dogs you never can find a good fit for them. And then, then
it took me a while to learn that.
And I mean, I've
it took me a while to learn that.
Well, it's just like you. You've had some really good partners. We've made with really good partners, but they just didn't really work out. And so I very seldom do I bay with anybody. Because I don't want to mess nobody else's dog up.
Right.
I'm serious. It's like I don't want to mess nobody's dog up.
I know exactly what you're saying. It's a lot easier to eat it when it's yourself versus somebody else. You know,
which I know. Like if I run Chaos and Junior as a pair, we're real close at a very, very high percentage of going to the bay off and do good in the first round. But after that, there's a very high percentage. They're fixing to just shit all over the place. But I know that going into it, so it doesn't bother me. I don't want them to do that to 12. Like if it's like, hey, let's go in here and say we pair Junior and 12 together, and they go in there, and then Junior shits out on him in a 5-minute run. It's like, damn, you know. But they've got a lot better the older they get.
I tell you, who looked really good. And 12 ran with him in the 2-dog cup. Haywire looked pretty good. They laid it down and in the first round in nasty, sloppy conditions, because you know how it is on Sunday out there. It seems like it wants to rain 4 inches and turn everything to mush.
Mm-hmm.
And golly, they looked really good. And then Haywire got tired of barking and swallowed that hog's ear, and 12 swallowed the other one, and just like that, we were done.
It happened.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it was a good event.
Yeah, no, we had a good time. And then you got the 2-dog cup coming up or the 2-dog shootout coming up in August out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's August 3rd. I'll be long way away at that point, but
yep, it'll be hot and sticky.
Oh man, that's about the hottest place on earth at that point in time. And thick.
I bet.
Thick hot too.
No kind of air moving around, huh?
Mm-mm.
Tough.
Yeah. I'm gonna try my best to make it if I ain't got a whole bunch of shit going. I started taking a few more jobs than I normally do and just staying busy. Get too much going on.
That's good though. Keeps you young.
Oh yeah, I stay busy now. Ain't no doubt. But at the same time,
you know what
I can't do nothing else.
You know what I did the other day?
What?
I watched a video of you and that oil filter on your Toyota.
Oh my God!
You know that video you posted?
Oh, that was.
I watched that. You know what I went and did? I traded my damn old 5.9 Cummins for one.
I'm gonna tell you, I probably won't. If I have anything other than Toyota or Honda, it's gonna have to be because it was a really, really good deal. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I ran that.
This is my newest one.
Go ahead.
I traded my old Cummins. They had like 340,000 miles on it. I put like 3 transmissions in it.
Oh yeah.
The AC was out. I was tired of fooling with it. I put it on Facebook. I was trying to sell it. You know, I got some life changing stuff going on right now. I was just trying to get rid of it. And then I kept getting lowball. Well, some guy hit me up over in next town over, had a 2006 one. And some grandpa guy owned it. He had it for like 3 months because his old farm truck, diesel truck went down. And he's like, man, I'll trade you it. It has 280,000 miles on full drive.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's clean. When I say it's clean on the inside, it's clean on the inside.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
But yeah, so I got it, and ironically, I work with a guy at the fire hall. He is a master mechanic. Was a master mechanic for Toyota, so he knows the ins and outs of this truck. And I took it up there, and he did a little few tunes and stuff on it. Man, this thing is running top notch right now.
Really?
But yeah, after that video I saw with no damn oil on it, and that damn oil filter busted, I was like, I gotta get me one of them.
It ran
this is my
completely out of oil, and I drove it for another 5 miles before I could get off the road. Like, because we don't have any shoulders on a lot of these roads around here. There's not a ditch or nothing; it just falls straight off. Well, there was a pasture, and I was like, well, I'll pull over on the edge of this pasture, and there was a little road. I was like, well, I'll make it up to that road. When I got out, man, that thing was tapping. I was like, fuck. And, I showed the video. I was like, oh, this is not good. And, dude, I did an oil change right there on the side of the road, which I didn't have to change oil. I just put a filter on and I did a filter change and added some oil.
Yeah.
And put that sumbitch to the floor and just hammered home, son, like it was nothing. And,
that's awesome, man.
What was it, the week before that, when Louis got run over, we were coming home, and I've got an 86 model Toyota, and the bolt rattled out of the damn alternator. So the belt came off.
Oh, golly.
Okay, so it's running hot, and it's not charging the battery. And we drove from down there where we hunt at one of our leases to Nate's house, which is probably 10, 12 miles.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that thing was in the red the whole time. I just held her on down. I put a belt on that son of a bitch and rode her again. You know,
I don't know, 14. I've had a 86 and 84, 95, 01, and this is my newest one, 06, man. And they're good little trucks, dude.
I like them.
They're good little trucks.
Well, I mean, Rodney's got that one.
Yeah, he got that one. It looks like the Black Pearl riding around, and that's something they got in the lead.
Boy, that's some bitch like that. We just drove it to Hondo, Texas, bro.
Oh, y'all took that? Oh, yeah, I did see that. Yeah, y'all pulled a little trailer.
Yeah, we pulled that.
Y'all took it out to Oklahoma. You took it to Oklahoma.
We have drove it to Oklahoma, to Georgia, Louisiana. And Rodney's like, let's just take my truck. Like, okay, let's take her. Some bitch, I mean, runs good. I don't guess we've ever had any trouble out of it except for the air conditioner. And this is kind of funny. We were talking about the AC when we were out there in Texas. We left and went down south from Hondo, which Hondo's pretty well south. So we're 20 something miles from the border, and it's hot.
Right. And
Case jumps in the truck with us. Rodney was getting really hot because he was sick, and so he gets in the truck with Ricky Richter, and the air conditioner good. And so we're going down the road. Case like, damn, this son of a bitch don't put out no cold. He said, it's cold, but it don't blow. I was like, I know. Now, when we were going out there, I asked Rodney, I said, because he was going to get the oil changed and get new tires put on and all that. I said, hey, make sure they check I asked him, me and Nate asked him, like, did they check the cabin filter? He said, you talking about the thing up under the dash? I said, yes. He said, well, he said if it's leaking water, they'll have to change it. I said, no, that's not the cabin filter. That's a heater core, not the same thing. He's like, well, I don't know. He said, well, I know they checked it. So when we get in that truck, and Rodney has done got out of that truck, we're going down the road 80 miles an hour, and Case is mechanicking. There was a bird nest in that son of a bitch. I swear I got the pictures, videos.
I've never seen one that was decomposing. Like, it had holes through it.
Oh, it was horrible.
It had, like, just dirt and grass on it.
Dude, that air conditioner started blowing. Oh, man, it was so nice. I mean, it was nice. And Rodney was like, what'd y'all do to it? Like, just what you said they already done. Like, damn. It's little things like that, you know, they go wrong. But I found that in a lot of Toyotas, it's always something with that damn that door where you change it from, you know, defroster down to the floor or whatever. A lot of times that little door will come loose or it'll hang.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then the fan, the fan motor, the speed on it. I think there's 3 or 4 of them that I've messed with that little wire gets loose. But other than that, I ain't had no problems out of none of them.
Yeah. I like old Yoda.
Oh yeah. All right, so what's next on the agenda, Carter?
I'm fixing to go catch redfish next week, but I mean, just hunting. I mean, I ain't got girl's still hurt right now with her Achilles. She's coming along good. She just got her hard splint off. And I just been taking young dogs, which is extremely frustrating, but at the same time, they're getting better every time they go.
Yeah, we went the other day.
It's frustrating.
We went the other day and we had old Fred. We took 3 dogs. It was Fred, Gator, which is Fred came from Roper and them. He's that 3/4 cur, quarter blue tick, and then Gator is the dog I got from Cody Godwin, or puppy I got in grew up. He's half plot, half cur dog, and then I took Cora, which is that bay pin dog stopped from Bridget Smith, and then we went out hunting. I mean, they hunted good. They decasted each time and hunted good. We didn't get nothing to stop. They're finally figuring out and being able to jump stuff. It just matters of them being able to stop the running hogs, you know, on their own.
Yeah.
When they got to rely on their dog, it makes it hard on them. But they did good, man. I'm really proud of that Gator dog I got. I took him down with Kevin, and I threw him on top of the dog box. We just caught a hog. I threw him on top of the dog box. He started rigging, and it's barking like rigging. And I was like, hell, Kevin. I was like, Kevin, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's barking at. Let's cut him loose. So we cut him loose. He went down there and bait a hog. And then the other day, me and Carter went hunting. He did the same thing, rigged off the back of the buggy, and we turned out and they jumped the hog. So, I mean, it'd be cool to have a rig dog. That'd be the first true rig dog I have if he keeps going the way he's going, which I'm really proud of it. But like I said, they hunted good.
That changes your life right there. Good rig dog.
Yeah, I'm hopefully that happens. Thinking of new dogs coming up, we took crossed old 3-legged champ to one of Kevin's running hounds. He's got old Pearl, and I think he got that dog from Henry Williams as a puppy. She's like, I don't know if she's a July or running walker or what she is. She's an old box found looking type dog, but we crossed them. Hopefully they took, and she'd probably be doing a month and a half if they did take. And then I took my old Stinky Pete dog, that brindle dog I got, and I crossed her to Cora, which is that Bridget Smith, Dickie Smith, Braveheart Kendall's dog.
Yeah.
Catahoula dog. So my dad's like, man, I want some puppies out of Pete. And I was like, when she came in heat, and he's like, stick her too. And I was like, all right, we will. We did that. I don't know if she took or not. And then,
seemed like Miss Bridget, man, they turn out some woods dogs too.
Man, they got that core dog I got for never being really a woods dog and being a woods making her one for the past 1.5 years, 2 years. Man, she's turned on, and Carter can attest for that. She's a hard-headed dog, but she hunts her tail off.
Alan
hunts her tail off real well.
Alan McCon and Shelby came in this Sunday. Wasn't it Sunday? They came down and hunted. And I could be wrong, but I want to say that they got that little blue dog, that female, that leopard dog, the one you turned loose.
Yeah.
I think they said they got that one from Miss Bridget. It wasn't. I thought they said they got it, but she wasn't going to make a pin dog.
Ricky.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It come from Rick. I thought it come from Miss Bridget. I'm sorry. But that dog,
Well,
they turned that sumbitch loose. Nate turned it loose.
Well, I just opened the box
Or
and
whatever.
Shelby come down there and get it because somebody was trying to bite me.
It didn't go with the other dogs at first because the other dogs were already out and running.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
this one peels off to the right. Alan said, well, she's like 100-something yards. I said, well, hell, at least she ain't under your feet, you know. Well, then she was like 2-something. Then she's 480 and barking 60 barks a minute. I was like,
damn,
shit. He was like, well, I don't know what, because there was a bunch of pigs and shoats. I mean, we had like 20 or so on camera. And so I was like, I said, well, she might have her own down there. He said, thanks. I said, she very well could. Well, the other dogs went over there toward her. That Hondo dog that Mr. Andy had, I got it for Andy a couple years ago. Well, he let Christian Lanier get him. Mm-hmm. And Hondo was down there shit wrecking hogs or pigs. And then Alan's Willie dog was doing the same thing. And so, but anyway, that little dog, that was the first time that they turned her out from what he said. And by God, she just kept going back. She did better and better as the day went on. I was like, damn, that'd be the one I'd be messing with there, you know?
Yeah. Some pin dogs, man, they just been bred so tight for so long that they're really so like driven. They got a drive in them. Mm-hmm. That it just came natural. I mean, she hunts good. I'm proud of her. Like I said, she's a litter mate to that their Duncan dog they got.
Oh, okay.
But
that might be where I was thinking that or something. I don't know. That but yeah, there's some of these pin dogs. They just really take to it right off the bat.
Heck yeah. Hey, I got a question for y'all. Y'all ready?
Oh, listen, I told Nate I wanted you to interview us. So get after it.
Well, I got two questions for y'all, but this one's the first one. If you never posted another photo or got to tell another story about hunting, or would you still be hunt today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, yeah. Would you still be hunting, like, even if like the podcast went off or Facebook went down, or like you just said screw it, and just would you still be hunting?
A bunch
even
of
if
hunts that we don't even talk about.
I did it decades.
Don't even post.
That's because I did it decades before that, so it don't matter.
We still don't put everything out there.
No, we don't put probably.
We gotta have it for
50.
ourselves. I mean, because there's times where I'm hunting 5 to 7 days a week.
Yep.
A lot of times I'm gonna hunt 2 or 3 typically. And I mean, that's probably just on the weekends with Dad at least, but like, especially like during deer season or something like that, like there's plenty of days where I'm deer hunting and coon. Like I might go hunting 10 or 12 times in a week. So I can't really like take photos. I'm too busy killing and cleaning shit to be posting about it. I got shit to do.
But no, I understand what you're saying though, because there's a lot of people like it's a mainstream thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's I'm not going to say commercialized, but it has become more commercialized.
Just like putting it out there because I love it and just want to share it with people and be like, hey, you could do this too.
Yep.
But don't want it to be about me.
That's right. I mean, that's how we can say the same thing. Like, I want to ask y'all because y'all's platform's so big now and our Boars N Broads is big. And will we still do it after this? Yeah, I mean, probably if this ever train, I don't want it to die out, but if this thing ever this train went off derailed or died out, I would still going to do it. Still going to try to pass it on to my kids, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and when I do, I'm going to have nothing but just land sharks again, and I'm just going to stop and shit wreck everything. I ain't paying nothing at all. Straight killers. Nathan hates that too. He's like, damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Constantly.
But saying that with them kids, man, when you got them youngins, like I was talking hard, like
it's fun.
You gotta make. When I was going back to talking about like you gotta make it fun, you gotta make it enjoyable for them. But you gotta have enough snacks. You gotta make sure you got toilet paper. You gotta make sure they're driving the buggy or they're having fun or they're able to be a little loud but not too loud. Like you gotta let them do those things. But I also was like, man, this would suck if I was walking these kids to death, walking these dogs, or this would suck if I had to, like just like I said, get through Trek and try to push these dogs through here and bring these. Like if I didn't have a buggy, like walk, me and Car used to hoof everything. I'm like, I could not take my 6-year-old daughter or my 4-year-old daughter and do this. Like, there's no way. These long range dogs, and they get so excited now when they hear a dog barking. So like I'm trying to change my ways too. I like silent dogs, and that's what I prefer. But hell, half the damn dogs I got now bark on the track a little bit, at least some. and that the girls get excited when they start barking. You know what I'm saying? So it's changed a lot in those aspects.
I never figured I'd be the old man guy that's like, oh, I just want to hear a good race. Hell, it ain't so bad.
I'm just like, let them run. Let them
really
go.
Ain't. So, and there's a lot of times like they'll have one bayed, and I mean just yoking that son of a bitch, and they'd be like, just let them bay for a while, just let them hit it.
Yeah.
And then we'll go up there and hog a break. We'll call dogs out, like, come on, let's go. We'll start another one somewhere. We want to condition these hogs.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm serious. I do. That's what we're doing at one place we've got right now. I don't ever want to put hands on a big hog. I want to walk in there and look at him, but I don't want nobody else to put hands on him either. You get what I mean? Like this some bitches, they run.
Yeah. Y'all ready for my next question?
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
I'm gonna say, hold on.
Get in them notes. Let's see what you got.
Carter, I got it written down. Hold on. Carter, you got any questions?
I ain't got no questions.
Carter was like, I was asleep. What's wrong? What happened? Who said that shit?
Well, I got it. You ready? I said, y'all ever notice how your mind's quiet is when a dog's baying the loudest? I said, we talk a lot about scars from hogs, but what about the ones you can't see? When's the last time someone's checked on you? Not the dogs, not the boar you caught, but you personally. It's June, which is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I was wondering if y'all ever felt like your dog pulled you through or pulled you out of something dark without even saying a word, at least once in your lifetime.
Yes.
Weekly.
Yeah. Nearly weekly. For a period of over 10 years.
I don't.
For myself.
Yeah, I typically don't do extremely well with people for long periods of time, but I can usually kick it with the dog for a while.
And not just that, like being able to be around people.
No, not all dogs.
With dogs.
Yeah.
I'm just saying having the dogs as a variable there, as a common ground. Like we had a discussion with a guy the other day about his family and the things that were going on. And because it really worries me. And men don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling him like, you got to care about yourself. Not saying you don't have to be selfish and be like, just fuck everybody in the world. But it's like, you know what? You cannot take care of every single person. You can't pay for every single thing.
Yeah. You can't control everybody.
You can't make everybody happy, especially if you're not in a position. If you had $1 billion, okay, well, paying somebody's light bill wouldn't be that big a damn deal. But if you can't even pay your own light bill, why do you need to be stressed out about paying somebody else's? So it's like, sometimes you have to be a little selfish. You have to be self-aware and have self-preservation. And before hunting and having these dogs as a common ground, I don't think I would have had that same conversation with that person.
Yeah.
But I agree with the mental health awareness. Like that is something that really needs to be brought out.
Oh, for sure. Like me being a firefighter, man, I see like crazy shit on the regular, and getting home from like a rough shift, loading up the dog box and heading to the woods is it's such a good way for me, like to decompress from like seeing all that rough stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And it ain't even about like catching the hog each time, and it's just getting out there and getting out, hearing the sounds of the woods light up in the morning, and God's creations, the birds, the chickens crowing near the barn. I'm hunting on a farm, man. It's the sunrise or the sunset, and like when I'm fixing to dump the box and just seeing the dog's eyes and enjoyment they're getting ready to have, and how amped up they are. There's something about that, man. It just able to decompress, and you just don't even think about all your other stuff you got going on. And it's kind of weird to say this, but it seems like sometimes when you have those rough days and you take them dogs out, like when you really need them to come through and have a good time, it seems like they understand it and they like hunt harder for you. And I'm grateful for good dogs, man. I'm grateful for places to hunt, good friends, good family to lean on. I want to say if this podcast helps even just one person feel seen or heard, then I think we did our job. like even just having this today. Y'all, I mean, if y'all, for real, everybody listening, if y'all in anything, call me, Nate, Joey, or Carter. I mean, one of us will pick up. I don't know if all of us will pick up, but one of us will pick up.
I definitely will.
And we'll talk, man. Y'all ain't alone out there, dude. I've known buddies and seen some stuff at work and seen some I heard stories, and it's bad, man. These people they let their mind, they get away and let the mind either get deep in the bottle or they get off in them drugs, or they just get lonely and they don't do smart things. They don't do smart things themselves or their families. And if y'all really, for real, if y'all are going through some stuff, you're not alone, dude. Just don't be a man about it. Be tough and stuff like that, because you're going to make your mind go crazy and you're going to do something that you're going to regret. You're going to leave this earth, and you're leaving your family and friends behind, and you just don't want that to happen, man. Like, you got life events, family stuff, financial, marital issues, man. We're all here. Just give us a holler.
Yes,
for real.
100%.
Just give us a holler.
That's something that, like I said, I'm glad you bring that up. You're one of the few people that really, push that out there as far as, men's mental health awareness. Because I can tell you from experience, the loneliest guy is in a room full of people.
Yeah, and it always seems like the happiest man on the one. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like, you'll never know it. You'll never know, and you'll think, man, this guy's got everything that he ever wanted. And the next thing you know, you get that call. Or you walk in and find him. And that's where I've been at before. And I'm going to tell you, that's a hard thing.
I've seen that many times on occurrence. It's a rough thing.
I don't say my hat's off to you.
I've not walked in on I've been walked in on my friends doing it, but just the stuff you see, man, and the families, and I just couldn't imagine leaving my two girls and my son at the house, my wife, my parents, my friends and family, the dogs. I mean, I'm getting emotional now thinking about it.
It's tough.
Y'all need help. Y'all need help. Reach out, man. Reach out, people.
Yes.
Everybody's here to listen. We want to help you.
And as you just seen, we're not going to say no names. Like, I just used a scenario there, and I'm not going to say anybody's name. You know what I mean? I won't even use the scenario. You know what I mean? Like, at all. I won't tell a soul. Period.
Yeah, we ain't gonna blast you. We just want to be there to help you, man. Because your life's too precious, man, and you don't want to leave this earth for something stupid and petty that for something like that. It's not a good look. It's not.
And like, you don't have to call and say, "Hey, man, I'm having a nervous breakdown." You can call and just talk. Yeah. We can talk about dogs and hunting, and then if you want to build some trust and a friendship, then we can lead into that.
Yeah.
All of us.
Call me. We'll try to go.
Yep.
We'll try to go hunting, man. I'll try to fit in my schedule. I know I got a busy schedule, especially with life going on right now. But I know a bunch of people will take you hunting, take your kids hunting, and then we'll get you help, whatever it is. Dealing with, like I said, anything. I know a lot of folks that I can get you in touch with to help y'all.
No doubt. Well, I'm glad you put that out there, Ryne. That's something really good.
Most definitely.
Carter, you got anything you want to put out there? You want to add to this show?
No, I mean, I know exactly where it is. Like when them dogs seem like about like all you got. There was like a couple of years ago where I hunted for like 25 straight days and only had 2 dogs, and about the midway through it, them dogs were getting really tired of loading up in my box, but they still loaded up anyway, and that means something to you.
Amen.
So.
No doubt like
that. But yeah, no, it's one of them things, like we don't like to talk about it too much, and a lot of times we'll talk about it, but it just kind of it don't ever really stick around. It's just like you say something and you're like, man, did I hear him right? And and just as much as reaching out, you should reach out and check on your boys. At the same time, if you hear something that kind of seems amiss or whatnot, there's nothing wrong with checking on them and saying, hey man, you good? You want to go get dinner or something? There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, that's something else. Like you said, that I just feel like there's not enough of that. Just checking in,
Nope.
and I'm guilty of it too. But like, it's like I've got a group of people that I'm around a good bit. I mean, like you guys, if I don't talk to y'all for a couple of weeks, sooner or later, somebody's going to text the other one like, hey, what y'all up to? I ain't seen y'all. Hey, miss y'all or whatever, It's like everybody knows we're still here. Now, if I went like 2 or 3 months and didn't hear nothing, I'd be like, I got to check on them. First off, I ain't going to go that long. There's a couple of them boys down in Louisiana. If they go more than 2 weeks, I'm on their ass. I'm like, hey, what happened? Y'all's phone break? What's up? What's the problem is?
That's right.
And it's just because you build those relationships, and it's just like Carter said, it's easy to just check in, be like, hey, everything going good? No problems, Yeah. but man, we sounds like y'all had some good turnouts there at the events. Good times. 12's kicking ass, doing pretty good. I'm happy and proud about that. Glad to see old Champ still 3-legging them out, putting it on them.
I'm happy.
Oh yeah,
the people's champ.
But so I guess till the next time, we appreciate y'all hopping on here and doing our check-in.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, we appreciate the opportunity every time you get it, man. It's a great to be able to voice our opinions and catch up with y'all and just be able to speak our mind with y'all and spread news about the hog dog world and other information, man. We really do appreciate y'all and love y'all, boys.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
love y'all.
Y'all have a good day.
We'll see you.
Thank
Y'all be
you.
good. Got it. 10-4. All right, that's the boys. That's them boys. We try to do that once every month and a half or so. And I know if y'all have any other ideas, we're open to suggestions. If y'all would like a topic for all of us to discuss. Generally, what we're doing is we're catching up on what we've done, what they've done, and just kind of just talking. That's about it. So if y'all have anything else to add to it, or that y'all would like to hear a topic or something like that, just get with Nate or Ryne or Carter or me or whatever and say, hey, this is what I'd like to hear. And we'll see if we can't make it happen. So until the meantime, y'all keep the hounds on the ground. Y'all act right. Tighten up. We'll see y'all.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that episode. If there's anything or anyone you'd like to hear on the podcast, or if you'd like to come hunt with us, don't hesitate to contact us at dixiedoggers01@gmail.com.